Hey guys, this is HT19, and we got a fellow team member over here. Who are you? What did you do?
My name is Juan Marioki, aka Swagger, aka Juan, and I got top 8 at RBET in New York with Blackwings.
Very nice. I like that deck. But yeah, good stuff. One thing I want to say is, like I said, he's a Team on the Grind member, and there will be a profile of that already uploaded on our channel.
Make
for
sure
the
to check
team,
that
so,
out.
Yes. Probably do some more explanations and stuff on that one. But on this one, we're just going to do a quick profile.
Quick profile?
Yeah.
You got it.
Maybe a couple of shout outs. Anything you want to shout out really quick before we get to it?
This man right here, Pizza, he really tried to not get me to play this deck. He tried so hard to make me not play this deck, and I guess we'll do it on the other profile why I played this deck. But really, all of my boys in Southern California, SoCal, best place to play Yu-Gi-Oh, especially Edson. The Bozos, there's like a million to shout out, but I'm gonna shout them out because I don't know when I'm gonna do this again. Lee Park, Toto, Xander, Briz, Jose, Brother D, Nate. Fuck, I'm gonna miss somebody and they're gonna be so mad. Jay. Alright. All y'all. I love y'all.
Awesome. Well, floor is yours. Want to start with the profile?
Yeah. Alright, so it's Blackwing, so like how unique can we get? I guess the only thing I ever see some people do is sometimes people cut Bora. Oh, wait. Bigger shout out to Eric Tran. He let me stay there. So, like, he's part of the Bozos, too, but he's not SoCal. He's New York, but he's the fucking real one. All right. So, some people play only 2 of these. I needed numbers. And then the non 3-ofs. Gale, Staple. Some people only play 1. But I just don't like having Whirlwind and not being able to search something, so it's just a free +1 usually. And then Gores was broken, and then Dark Arm's obviously the best card in the deck. So that's 20 monsters, and then spells very simple. We got 2 Whirlwind, we got Spell Trap Destruction, and then power cards. We got a draw, obviously, and then Brain Control's broken. I saw some people like not play Brain Control. I remember like Steven Delara didn't play Brain Control because he felt like he couldn't consistently convert it? Yeah, into anything. So he was just like, if I'm not killing them and I'm not gonna have Blizzard or Gale at all times, I don't want Brain Control. But it was just too powerful to not to. So I think that's 6 spells, and then obviously the most broken trap card. The reason you play Blackwing is just because you have access to this. So 2 bottomless, 2 deep prison. I wanted to fit 3, but first of all, I didn't bring my 3rd French one, so I was just like, whatever. What else can I play? Mirror Force, Torrential, Solemn. To me, staples. I guess some people don't play Solemn. You side it out in the mirror because you just take damage so fast. Dust Shoot's broken against frogs, and I just didn't play against that many frogs. And then these are like the cards that you don't really see too often. Trapstone, I think, is broken. Like, it catches a lot of people off guard because it's not typically the Trapstone deck that you're using, but it lets you play very greedy sometimes. Like, they assume you got Road, but you can also turn off your like oppression right here. You can do it in the beginning of your standby phase, so you can play extra greedy, and you don't have to like worry about playing around Solemn. There was like an instance I was playing Eric Shen round 3, and I was thinking about whether or not I have to Trapstone early, but I needed to, like, I ended up choosing to wait for him to respond with something, and he used a bottomless because I was at a point where I needed to have Trapstone trade 1 for 1, and it was like we started game 3 kind of late into time. We had like less than 10 minutes, so I just figured he was solid enough to side out Solemn Judgment, so I didn't play around it. And Road is great for the mirror match. I kind of built this, I guess I wanted to beat the mirror match. A lot of people are playing like multiples of these, and I felt like it was like, I literally told my roommate for the weekend, I didn't want to play 3 of these because I felt like people were overcompensating for frogs, and that's why I don't think frogs did too great. There was a ton of them, like everywhere you look, you saw frogs, but people were overcompensating for this, or with like triple deck Devi, and main deck depression. So I was like, I'm gonna let everybody else take care of the frogs. I'm gonna try and beat everybody while they have dead cards in their deck against me. I'm only gonna have the one and try to win off that. So, and then depression's broken. He made me main it. I was only gonna side 1 and play 40, and he told me 41.
41
so like,
deck count?
literally in line. Like I was like next in line, and I'm like, all right, I'm adding depression to my deck, and played 41.
Nice.
All right, side deck. These are the only monsters, and they're one-ofs. This combos with mind control. So, like I feared Vayu Turbo. Like I felt like there was gonna be a ton of Vayu Turbo, and I was kind of wrong. But the ones I played, I beat. And this is good against the mirror. I sided in versus GBs because when they don't have Chariot or something. But this you're able to take the hamster. If it's a hamster, you get to convert it with your Raikou, and if you take a Raikou, cool, you get to +1. Fossil Dyna and DD Crow, self-explanatory. Mind control is pretty cool. And I also played 3 Noblemen of Crossout because anytime I was going second against the Hamster Raikou Kai's deck, I was like, I'm not dealing with that. I'm going to summon my guys so that I don't worry about Torrential. I'm knocking them, and then we're going. And then Soul Release. I like playing 1-1 because when you play against frogs and they see one of them, they start playing around that one. And like if they see Crow, they're assuming you're not playing Soul Release, and they full combo. They see Soul Release, then they're only sending one at a time, and now my Crow gets rewarded. Side the second of all of these, I think they're in their respective matchups. They're broken. I sided Mask of Restrict. I know it conflicts with Icarus, but Mask of Restrict tells the frog player you cannot play the game. So when they deal with this, then my Icaruses are live. I usually side an Icarus out when I do that. And then Double Dust. All right. Extra deck. We got hella tokens.
Nice.
All right. So we have our Blackwings, 2/2/1. I never needed a third armed wing. So I don't think I made Armor Master the entire tournament. That's crazy to me now that I think about it. 5s, Catastor Android, standard. 6s that are not a Blackwings, Brio Goyo, standard. 7, Black Rose. Then the 8s. We had Stardust, Dark End, Thought Roller, Colossal. I didn't miss Red Dragon Archfiend at all. Some people try to fit that in. I don't like it. And then Mistworm, never made it. The deck in general, though, it worked pretty well. I feel like anytime I got to play the game, I was in the match. There were just like random times where the deck bricks and I opened double Sirocco, triple Blizzard, and I didn't get to play the game. But other than that, like the standard hand right there, I felt like I had control over my wins and losses. This one, unfortunate, I did have control. Like I did have a chance to win in top 8, but he just had more answers than I did, and he used them well. So.
No, yeah, I mean, really good profile. Like I said, I'm a fan of Blackwings. I prefer more draw cards in mine, but I'm glad that a more classic version, or actually you have a lot of nice contacts in there as well.
I
so.
didn't like the draws just because I wanted to play more real cards. I was afraid that everybody's assuming I'm without even seeing a draw card. I figured people would assume I have draw cards in there. So I just
that is true.
Saw that as a way as like I can play all the cards I want and still get to have them wondering like, can I MST this card? Can I heavy storm this card? Like Whirlwind set back row. Like, am I heavy storming and letting them go run rampant? And if they chain Legacy or Jar Greed, like I just 1-for-1 with Whirlwind, So I don't know. I liked it, but it all came down to the New York Public Library. New York Public Library. There's tiles on the wall, mural on the wall, and on one side on the left there was a tadpole evolving into a frog, and on the other side there was like a baby bird evolving into like a big bird, and they met in the middle, and that bird ate the frog. And I was like, all right, Blackwing's winning. This man showed me where it was. He showed me it. You have that picture on you? Oh, yeah. You're showing the picture.
Whoa. No way.
So I was like, all right, frogs are losing. Frogs not the way.
Wow.
He came to me so serious. I was like, it's a quiet library, everybody's reading, and then he's like, oh my god. And I'm like, what happened? He's like, it's a bad omen. And I'm like, what's going on? I was so concerned, and he shows me. I'm like, really, dude? And then I made the switch to Blackwing literally this morning, like at 1 a.m. I was playing frogs, and then at 1 a.m. I was like, let me build a Blackwing deck real quick, and let's go with it, because I just didn't want to get. I was afraid of not being able to play the game. I didn't want to get deck debied and lose. So it worked out. I wish I could have performed better. I failed my boys at home. Back home, they're literally blowing up the Discord, supporting. They're the real ones. I love them. All the card addiction. But we'll be back in our turf. YCS Anaheim coming up in 2 months. Home field advantage. I'll see all y'all there.
For sure. Awesome. Thank you very much, Swagger. I know we will see a lot more of you
I
soon.
sure hope so.
Congrats on the top 8.
Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Love you, Swagger.